You really need to brown those pieces of beef really well and add them to mushrooms and white wine. And it's important to use a really good quality beef stock. A whole tub of cream is used in this dish. Today I'm cooking beef stroganoff. It's the slow braise method. We're using the cheaper cuts of beef, but the result is as good as any restaurant beef stroganoff you'll ever taste.
Hello there, great to see you again. Welcome back to my channel, and thank you for joining me for today's very special video presentation. A while back on the channel, we made beef stroganoff pies, and they were extremely good, but I never got round to making a beef stroganoff in its own right. So today, we're going to make a really good one, but it's not going to be an instant one using steak. It's going to be a slow braise using stewing cuts of meat, a little bit of Dijon mustard, some good quality butter, some lovely chestnut mushrooms, a little bit of thyme, maybe some garlic, black pepper, some onions, a nice bay leaf, and then we'll need some wine, some beef stock and some sour cream. And it's going to be luscious, creamy and full of flavour. One of those dishes that you can serve with regular pasta, noodles, rice, or you can even just chuck it over a big pile of mashed potato. And even the folks in the UK who have baked potatoes, what a great stuffing for a baked potato, beef stroganoff. Let's get cracking, shall we? Big chunk of butter in my pan. Once it's melted, we're going to add our cubes of stewing beef. Any stewing beef is absolutely fine. What we're going to do now is we're going to brown the beef in the butter. And if you've watched any of my stew videos, you'll know how I feel about getting that beef really caramelised along the edges. Those little brown crusty bits, they are going to dictate a lot of the flavour in this dish. And you see all those lovely wonderful glazed bits on the pan. That's going to come off once we add some liquid. So reserve the beef to one side. I'm going to throw in another little bit of butter with my bay leaf and my onions. In with some garlic. I'm going to stir that round to get all those ingredients, get some heat through them. And once I've got that, I'm going to add some herbs. In this case, it's thyme and some black pepper. Always add a little bit more black pepper later. We do need a fair amount of black pepper in this. It helps us with the flavour. Once that's in, let's throw in our glass of dry white wine. And we're going to bring that to a vigorous boil. Stir everything round. Get all those lovely scrapey bits off the pan. Let's add in those chestnut mushrooms. And once again, we're going to stir that round. And like I said before, try and scrape all those nice bits off the pan. The pan really is going to get clean now, and then there's liquid in it. Okay, once that's all mixed up together, and we've got some heat in those mushrooms, we've stirred the mushrooms in for about 3 or 4 minutes. I'm now going to add some Dijon mustard. I'm going to stir that in for a minute or two as well. Get everything mixed together. Absolutely beautiful. All those flavours mixing together, and they're going to become concentrated, and it's going to be spectacular. Let's add our meat, all those fabulous little brown crusty bits on the side of our beef. Mix that in, give that a couple of minutes once again to get the heat through all the solids in that pan. And now it's time to add some beef stock. And you know my rule by now, the better the beef stock, the better the end taste. A good quality beef stock in any dish is always going to mean you're going to get a much more spectacular flavour. Once the beef stock has come to the boil, I'm going to pop the lid on. I'm going to give that 1 hour and 45 minutes on a slow flame, or a low flame, I should say. And once it's done, you can take the bay leaf out. If you want to check for tenderness of the beef, you can. But at this point, I need to take a couple of ladles of the lovely juices out, and I'm going to pop them in a bowl. And all those measurements and ingredients will be in the description box below. I'm going to put 2 heaped tablespoons of flour into my juices. Probably equates to 3 tablespoons actually. Now I want to whisk this with a little tiny hand whisk, and I want to make sure there's no lumps left in. Don't be too worried about if there's 1 or 2 lumps, because you can always get them out when you stir it in to the beef. And you stir that in. As you stir it, you will notice everything becoming a wonderful thick gravy thickness, I should say. It's going to become beautifully thick and nice and creamy in consistency. And talking about cream, here's the sour cream. A whole tub, which is 300 grams, goes in to the beef casserole dish. And we're going to mix it all together. And how about that? All those wonderful ingredients mixed in. There's nothing more satisfying than seeing a creamy, savoury dish bubbling away. A little bit of salt goes in now. Mix that through. At this point, you can add a little bit of extra pepper if you like. And now we're going to do that fabulous bit of the video when I take a ladle and pour it out. And it looks all luscious and appetising and absolutely stunning. A wonderful beef stroganoff using all those ingredients, lots of butter, lots of cream, some wine, some good quality stewing meat. I'm going to serve it now around a timbale of rice. This is a garlic rice pilaf. At some stage we'll be doing that in the future on my channel. A beef stroganoff served with rice. Of course, noodles are great, mashed potatoes are great. I don't really think there's anything that beef stroganoff doesn't go with. I'm just going to give it a little bit of green to make it look a bit chefy, and it's absolutely spot on. It's ready. In a restaurant, I don't know what you pay for that in the States. In the UK, you're looking at £15 to £20 for that as a main dish. In a high-end restaurant, you're probably looking at £30 to £40 for that as a main dish. But at home, it's going to cost you a fraction of that price, and it is restaurant standard. There's no doubt about it. We have all those ingredients. It's lush, it's perfect, it's great for a dinner party, and there's nothing quite like it. It's my slow braise beef stroganoff, everyone. Thanks for joining us for the video today, everyone. How about smashing that like button? It's huge for us. Maybe share with your friends, and maybe let me know in the comments section what you think about the slow braise method for beef stroganoff. Maybe you'd prefer the steak method. A lot quicker, absolutely, but the slow braise method is very, very tasty. Also, maybe you consider subscribing. That would be amazing. As usual, I'm absolutely starving. I can't wait to get stuck into this. I think I might even need a second plateful. I'll see you guys very, very soon.